It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme today. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Chicago Bears, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. Good to be in the booth with my partner Greg Olson. I'm Mike Tirico. Welcome, and Greg. This is one of those that's worthy of prime time because wide receivers love the spotlight as much as any position group in the league. And we got two guys who shine under the lights here tonight.
And I think where it's going to be really fun and get interesting to watch, Mike, is in those critical situations. The game's on the line, third down, red zone, gotta have it moments. There is no mystery. Both these sidelines, they know exactly where the ball's going, and they're just going to say, I dare you to stop them. These are two prime, elite wide receivers in the National Football League. Night game, prime time, they're looking to put on a show.
The kicker, Tyler Bass, has us ready to start. Off we go from Soldier Field. A safe kick taken at the 5. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Here's the Chicago offense taking the field for the first time. They're led out by the quarterback from USC, Caleb Williams.
Mike, the term generational talent, it gets thrown around a bit too loosely these days, in my opinion, but you can make an argument if one guy coming out of the draft the last couple years was worthy of that description, it's Caleb Williams. I mean, the arm talent, the playmaking ability, the ability to play off script when things don't go perfectly. I mean, he is such an interesting prospect, special player, and I'm excited to watch him here in this one.
Second and 7. They'll go play action here with Williams. That is caught downfield by Ogunze. And he'll be marked down at the 15-yard line.
When done properly, crossing routes are a great way to get your receivers the ball in space with room to run after the catch. And that's exactly what they're able to do here, executed to perfection. And they pick up a ton of yards after the catch.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. To the left side, he's got Komet.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
A good spot here, second and a yard. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That one, take it in. Roll, Ogunze. Touchdown, Chicago. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He's got it. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Ty Johnson. Oh, yeah. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the big fella, 6'5" quarterback Josh Allen.
I think in today's modern NFL, if you had the ability to create a quarterback and all the qualities that come along with it, Josh Allen's at or near the top of the list. And what I mean by that, Mike, is he's big, he's mobile, he can run to escape, but he can also run as a designed option. And then, of course, in the passing game, he can make every throw. He's smart. He elevates those around him. The last piece of the puzzle, can he get over the hump and have that postseason success to really put him in that upper echelon category? Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
On 1st and 10, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Throwing now, Allen here on 1st. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kyler Gordon. The Bears will take over here just past the 30.
When you find yourself in this situation, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Bears offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he is fortunate to get past the line of scrimmage. Call it a yard at most. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here, another run by Swift. He'll work forward for a couple. Cole Bishop up to make the play. Here comes 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll try to run for it.
Really nice job here, not only avoiding the rush on 3rd down, but quickly finding that crease, gets downfield, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Give up the middle with Swift. And he'll get this up to the 44. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. Second down and 8. Here's Williams now to throw. That'll be caught by DeAndre Swift. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. There goes Swift. 1st down and more. And he's going to take this all the way home. DeAndre Swift, touchdown Bears. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
Santos for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Bears will extend their first quarter lead. It's now 14-0. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Johnson now to return. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Bills offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll start out first down and 10. And he'll get about 4 to the 29. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Josh Allen. That's complete to Coleman. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. They motion the slot man left. Allen on 3rd down. They go right back to Coleman. He's got it again.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
On 4th down, the Bills send out the veteran Sam Martin to punt. And this is going to set up a long field ahead. Backed up as it is touchdown inside 10. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. And he's going backwards here. They're going to take him down. Back at the 5.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Throw right side, caught by Odunze. So they'll talk over what to do on this 3rd down play as we have hit the end of the first quarter. It's the Bears off to the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Here's 1st and 10. They will run it over center with Swift. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. It was A.J. Epinesa who brought him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. On the bootleg, it's Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Rome Odunze, the one he was looking for. And 3rd down coming up.
I'll tell you what, Mike, considering how this offense has played in the first couple possessions, I'm surprised that one wasn't completed. It seems like that's the first miss of the game. Continue to push the ball downfield. Continue to build on this momentum because so far they've come out hot in this one.
10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
And that just can't happen. 3rd and long, just understand, contain the ball, rally tackle, just get the ball carrier on the ground. Not only not able to get to him inside the pocket, he's able to extend the play with his legs and pick up a huge, long 1st down.
And this time the rush gets home, and down he goes.
Finally, this defense has been searching for a big play after giving up 2 touchdowns on the previous 2 drives. They're going to need more of that. They have to find more impactful plays that end drives and get the ball back to their offense.
They'll run. It's Swift. And a nice run there as he surges forward. A gain of 8 and sets up 3rd down.
It's tough to completely celebrate, Mike, when you don't pick up the 1st down, but that's a run you will take every single time. I mean, good yardage in a lot of situations, it'll get you the 1st down, just not here.
3rd and short yardage. And here's Williams. He'll try and get there on the ground. 22 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Bears 1st down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. His ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On the give, it's Swift. He'll be taken down after a short pickup. It's at the 27. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. This pass caught right side. It's Allen.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells, so they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
And he'll take it on in. Rome Odunze, touchdown Chicago. That's his 2nd touchdown so far here in the 1st half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
On is Santos for the PAT. It's up and through. And the Bears will stake themselves to a 21-0 lead. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Bills offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins. And it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline. So as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Now Allen on first down. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Throwing again, it's Allen. That's taken in by Shakir. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to Soldier Field. Following this, a fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. Allen gonna throw again. He's gonna keep it himself.
Well, that scramble is ultimately going to end up short of the first down, Mike, but it's going to help quite a bit. That's a great job by the quarterback. Just taking what the defense gives you, get downfield, pick up good yardage.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. In motion, Shakir. Out of the gun, here's Allen. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. From the gun, it's Allen. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And they're going to drag him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
So, backs up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. The tight end, Kincaid, in motion. Now Allen facing 3rd and long. Taking off. What a great gainer that is. He runs it down to the 5. What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. From the shotgun, it's Allen. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position, being able to get himself to a spot, get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Bears offense going to take over here in the last minute of this first half. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Williams completing that one to Carter. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. First and 10. Here's Williams. Here's a screen taken in by Swift. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and throw the guy a parade for ultimately what was an incompletion, but can we just take a second to appreciate the arm strength he was able to show there? I mean, I think that ball is over 60 yards in the air, and I would be surprised if they continue to just air it out and see if they can complete one of those.
He'll go underneath to Swift, and he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. The Bears send out their punt team. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They do try to run it out as they start on the ground. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. So we hit halftime along the lakefront here in Chicago, and the Bears are on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to our halftime report. The Bears got a solid first half out of their quarterback, the #1 overall pick back in 2024, Caleb Williams. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly.
All right, Coach. Thank you very much. We welcome you back. It is quarter number 3. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So Allen and the Bills getting set for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Allen will throw. Open man, that's Amari Cooper. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Allen to throw. Finding room at midfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
What a luxury. There's certain teams, when they have a guy like this, I mean, not only is he the big target, but then to have that size and speed to run away from these linebackers and do so much of his damage after the catch.
Allen, going to give it to Cook. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the gain to nothing.
On second down, Allen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down. Cooper going in motion. On third down, it's Allen. The sideline, he's got Coleman. On fourth down, Tyler Bass now for the Bills field goal. This is going to be a 51-yard attempt. Bass's kick is good. And the Bills are able to put up 3 and cut into the lead.
And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
So after the made field goal, Bass is back out there to kick it away. On the return, it's Tyler Scott. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position. Instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
On first down, they give it right back to Swift. And that'll go for a gain of about 4. Terrell Bernard, they're on the tackle. On the ground, it's Swift. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up third down. Here's 3rd and 2. They'll put Everett in motion here. On third down, here's Swift. And the drive will continue. Good run down to the 44 and a first down. The tight end, Komet, is on the move. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down. Here's Swift. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. On the give, here's Swift. And he's going to be brought down at the 27, but that's enough. First down as they do it on the ground. A play fake. Now Williams. That is brought in at the 10. And he'll be taken down.
Well, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
So, not quite 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10. They're pretty close. A run here with Swift. He'll get a yard or 2 to the 8. 2nd and goal. They'll go again with Swift. And he will score again. DeAndre Swift. Touchdown, Bears. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears stretch it out, leading now by the score of 28-3. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. Johnson now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Bills offense make their way out to take over once more. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Once again, it's Cook. And it's a short pickup to about the 42. Montez Sweat, they're on the tackle. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. To throw is Allen. They'll set up the screen to Cook. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. From the gun, Josh Allen. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
A pickup there of 25 yards. Good for a Bills first down.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. Here's Allen to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And the Bills are likely going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He's out of bounds at the 10-yard line. 10 yards to pick up there, and that'll get him a new set of downs.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note.
And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the 2 goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now to that 1st down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on 2nd and 3rd down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
First down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Allen. That's into the hands of Coleman. Stop at the 6, and that sets up 3rd and goal. Allen. To the back of the end zone. He's got it. James Cook. Touchdown, Buffalo. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Tyler Bass now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Bills are able to cut into the deficit. Down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here trying to get an onside kick.
You have no choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
DeAndre Swift and the Bears offense, set for their next possession. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. A couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Now Swift trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Another run here, another run by Swift. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
Well, they say football is a game of inches, and plays like this explain why. You pick up a little bit more, it's a fresh set of downs. Now on 4th and short, this coach has a decision to make.
And this is no good. Could not get it on target. And they are not able to add on to their big lead.
They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
The Bills offense headed back to take over once more. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Here's Allen to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
Slot man in motion left. Now Allen to throw on 2nd down. That's taken in by Shakir. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Now Allen on 1st down. Looking middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked, where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
One more time going up top with Allen. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete. Keon Coleman, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Throwing again, it's Allen. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle. Now a timeout, Buffalo. They're second. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. To throw again, it's Allen. To the goal line and in. Dalton Kincaid. Touchdown, Bills. Extra point try by Bass. He's got it. And the Bills are able to cut the deficit. It's now 28-17. This one not quite over, but down a couple of scores. We're going to get an onside kick.
Well, that recovery certainly makes things a little more interesting, but you're still down 2 possessions, so you've got to work fast, score quickly, and then line back up and recover another one.
They'll drop to throw. Got his receiver on the in-cut. He's got it. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
On first down, it's Allen. That's over the middle to his tight end, Kincaid. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
That's to Kincaid once again. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. Allen going to throw again. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play him man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
Nowhere to go. He is taken down. So this one in the win column for the Bears. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.
Settings window. Narrator heading level 1. Please give me $3 million. Notepad window. Text editor. Editing. Scan off. This is my Rick Graham Osorio. If you were not a villain, this is for million. This is for my Rick Graham Osorio. If you are not a millionaire or somebody who knows a millionaire, please feel free to turn this video off. This is not for you. My Rick Graham Osorio. If you are not a millionaire or somebody who knows a millionaire, please feel free to turn this video off. This is not for you. This is for millionaire. This is my Rick Graham Osorio. If you are not a millionaire or somebody who knows a millionaire, please feel free to turn this video off. This is not for you. This is for millionaires. Alright millionaires, listen up. I have a proposition. Please give me $3 million. Now you have millions and millions of dollars. Give me $3 million. I don't need it for anything specific. I think it would be awesome. Let's get started. Steven Spielberg, you're one of America's greatest filmmakers. He made Jaws. You produced the Goonies and Back to the Future 1, 2, and 3. I love the Back to the Future films. Give me $3 million. Al Roker, I met you once, remember? Give me $3 million. One of the Chilean liners. I'm sure one of you was savvy enough to parlay that old reveal into a book. Big deal. And if you weren't able to do that, I'm sorry that you guys are all heroes.